Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So it's Lillian here. Thank you for stopping by. So today we're talking about finances, how to avoid unnecessary spending, how to plan, how to budget, and how to invest your money so that you don't run into debt unnecessarily and so that you don't go broke anyhow. So if this is what you want to see and the kind of video you want to see, please go ahead and smash that subscribe button and stick around. Please share and subscribe. Don't skip ads, people. Alright, so today I'll be talking to you about some habits that you need to avoid being poor. Number one point there is keeping up with friends that have expensive tastes. You want to keep up with these friends, they'll call you out, let's go for expensive shopping, let's go for expensive trip, and you know your pocket, you know that once you go on that particular trip, it's going to choke you, like you're going to go broke. But because you want to keep up with them, you want to answer every call. You don't need to answer every outing call. You don't need to go unnecessary shopping, go or avoid unnecessary trips. Let me tell you something. Social media, I always bring up this social media because see, people will go into depression because of what they see on social media. See, I know some people like they are on debt, like serious debt, $20,000 debt. Like I know people that are on serious debt because they're trying to post a fine picture on Instagram, post beautiful hair, beautiful expense, beautiful trips, all those kind of things. So you mustn't answer every other call, like outing call. Avoid unnecessary spending, like avoid expensive. You can it's not bad to have friends that are expensive, but what I'm trying to say is avoid the unnecessary calls. You must answer every other call, like every outing call or every other call. Everything you see on social media is an illusion. I want to tell you so. Don't be intimidated what you see there so that you won't go broke or start begging while you're working. This is one of the point, like money habits point that you need to avoid. Okay, so the second point there is overusing your credit card. Like I know you have savings, right? But sometimes keep cash because you notice that once you go out with your credit card, you spend more than you want to spend because you know that enough money is inside that. Sometimes go out with cash, like just go out with cash instead of using the credit card, that kind of thing. So sometimes go out with cash and avoid overusing your credit card. So the third point that I have to mention is having disorganized finances. Always have an app to track your spending, finances. You can even have a good financial advisor that will always advise you. Finance institutes. See my country, I know where I'm coming from. All these financial teaching and all that, it doesn't really work in where I'm coming from. But in advanced countries, having a good financial institute, having a good financial advisor works. Have them because they'll always tell you you're spending more than you're supposed to spend. Because before you fill out some bank documents, maybe you have to go when you're into savings. There are some things they will ask you. Maybe your budget for the month, the kind of spending you want to be spending, your budget for the month, that kind of thing. So I advise that you track your spending. Have an app that tracks your spending because when you're going overboard, the app will always call you back, or your financial advisor will always call you back. That's why you need to have a good financial institute and a good financial advisor. So the fourth point there I'm about to mention now is when you're so comfortable with debt, like you love borrowing, like you run into debt, like you always car debt, all those things. In advanced country, like you can buy a car and pay instrumentally, mortgage, you're so comfortable with it. I know it's becoming a normal thing, but it's not a good thing to be comfortable to running into debt. I advise that don't go into things or don't want things that you cannot afford. Seriously, I know everybody's going into debt. It's not making it normal. It's not normal. It's not normal to be into debt. Sometimes if like maybe you want to go into this kind of university and you notice that it's high and you love it and you love everything about the university, but once you notice that the tuition fee and every other thing is high, you cannot afford it. or even if you can afford it, it will make you to run into debt. So then to just check a lower university that can still offer you the same thing. Sometimes you have to you must not satisfy our odds. Like you must not really satisfy everything you want. Sometimes you go for what is important or what is necessary to avoid running into debt. Another thing is spending extra or spending unnecessary. Spending due to lack of planning. Like now, once you are going, I advise that you check you check your weather forecast. Not when you are going and maybe start when you have like 500 umbrellas at home, because you are caught up with rent somewhere, so you're not into a shop to go and buy umbrella so that you can go back home, right? So once you go back home, you drop the umbrella. So how many now do you have? 501. All those things, they're not even useful. So these are unnecessary spending, unnecessary debt. That's when I was going out, so I forgot to carry my baby's towel, because I love when you're going at night. I'll carry her towel so that if it gets cold or everything, I'll pop. I forgot. In my mind, I was like, cold. So what if it get really cold this night now? So am I going to buy another towel? That's an unnecessary spend. Thank God it didn't get cold that way. So this is an example that we should avoid. You need to plan ahead. Like when you're going out, pack everything so that you don't go and buy things that you don't need, or maybe have excess of them at home, because you plan well, you forgot. My mommy, if it's my mom here, if she wants to travel next year, if she wants to travel, maybe December I want to travel, she will start arranging things that we used to travel. October, that's my mom. Like Christmas time, she will start planning by October, so that we don't forget anything, or maybe go back to the place and start buying things that we know we have at home because we forgot it. If you forget your slippers, you go barefooted. That's my mom for you. So all these are things that will manage costs, so will make you to manage your finances to avoid unnecessary spending. Another advice I will give you there to avoid being poor is start investing early. We have many investing apps now, we have many investing strategies now, we have many things to invest on. So I advise you start spending, I advise you start investing early. This will help you to avoid being broke, because if you start, even I advise you start saving, investing in your 20s or 30s. 20s is okay. So that investing is, I call it a kind of self-care. I always talk about self-care and mental health, because all those things is what keeps you going. Because investing is just like taking care of your future. So taking care of your future is also taking care of yourself. Okay, this is still a self-care routine, like investing. Okay, so it's good to invest so that to avoid I die in the future. Another point there I have to mention is not having a backup fund. Like I advise that you have an extra source of income. It's good to have a backup fund. Like setting up an emergency fund. Like once you are being paid now, I know before you are being paid, you have to, like, you have already written what you want to use the money for. I advise that in the list you should include emergency money, emergency fund, because anything can happen, life can happen. So, and the emergency fund and extra source of income will always help you, so that you don't go into debt or go so broke and poor. Always have plans for your money. Always have plans for your income. Okay. Then once the money comes, you pay for this bill, NEPA bill, water bill, oven bill, house rent, every other thing. Remember to pay yourself 10% of the money. It's good to pay yourself. Don't go from the, because after paying yourself, you still have something to save. Because if you notice that once you don't pay yourself, you go back to that your saving and start spending. Do you get? So it's good that you pay yourself, pay all the bills. Once you are paid, take 10% of the money and pay yourself, pay all the bills, keep emergency money. Always have plans for your money. Budget your money and plan for your money. This will help you to not to go broke, not to run into unnecessary debts, all those kind of things. So I hope this video is so useful. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and thank you for watching. See you in my next one. Bye.